So to no one's surprise really, people want jobs in Marvel Studios. And it sounds like Marvel is going after some guys that resemble some of the other heavy hitters that they've hired for Marvel Studios. Specifically people that they want and that they see potential in making it big within the confines of the MCU. So let's talk about the Netflix factor. So it's no secret that Disney and Marvel Studios like to go after the smaller, just about indie directors or actors/directors that are far less known than your big names. We see Warner Brothers, they try to go after a big name to try to attract you to the movie. Obviously, that's worked for them in some regards, and in some regards, it has not, which kind of brings up the question, the viability of the character's popularity. Now, Marvel Studios, recently, we know that they've been looking outside the box again, and outside the box has worked for them. Now, somebody who's very familiar to Netflix, Alan Yang, who's worked on a lot of stuff for them, including the likes of Parks and Recreation, which of course, you can stream on Netflix, or at least you were able to. I don't know what's on Netflix anymore. Either way, though, he's kind of revealed recently that he has, in fact, talked to Marvel Studios about a movie, and they've reached out to him and he's reached out to them, and it's kind of been an ongoing conversation. Now, obviously, there's a lot to see on why they would want him. If you really think about it, for example, when they went after James Gunn, outside of the most hardcore comic nerds at Comic-Con, had no idea who he was. When they went after the Russo brothers, everybody joked. They're like, well, Captain America, that second movie's going to bomb. This is going nowhere. And then, here we are, and we had, the largest film of all time directed by them. So again, outside the box. You look at John Watts, for example, for Spider-Man. Small-time indie director. And they're like, come in, do our thing. And naturally, they do this for multiple reasons. One is control, because they want to be able to tell you what to do, and you don't want to pull an Edgar Wright, which Edgar Wright was making Ant-Man for like a decade, and they were like, look, dude, you're just not falling into what we need you to do. This can't be a campy 60s movie. And he was like, but it has to be. So again, they're looking for somebody that can kind of adhere to what they're trying to do, which again, you have to kind of meet them halfway, which him talking about it, which you guys can of course find down below. He was in the interview with Cine Express, and he talks about it a little bit, and I really like this approach of how he's just like, yeah, they came to me, they want to talk to me about a project in the future. Now, obviously, I have no idea what this could be. Many people are saying, well, he's a Netflix guy, so clearly that means Daredevil. It could just happen that it's that, but he didn't have any connection to Daredevil. It's not like Netflix is Marvel Studios, where there's like, well, everybody sits in one boardroom and you pick what you want. Like, Netflix largely just buys things and tosses them on there. Like, so many things that are quote-unquote Netflix originals are not in fact Netflix originals. They might only be Netflix original in your territory, but they literally just took it from a TV station and localized it. So again, perception there. But yeah, I believe this guy will inevitably end up doing something. Whether it's a movie or a Disney Plus show remains to be seen.